Hi there, Henry Smith here from IamWealthyandRich.com. Today I'm going to cover the updates of my portfolio, how it's growing. That's what I've been doing. This is about wealth creation in action. It was started last summer, May, June, a cryptocurrency portfolio, and it's been growing ever since. And it wasn't until February this year, 2021, I started documenting it. So what I do every day is go to the spreadsheet and update the figures on how it goes and talk about the philosophy that goes along building and running, and going through a portfolio, investment portfolio, because it's one thing to talk about it, it's another thing to actually live it, to live through it on a day-to-day basis, and it is a day-to-day basis. So what I'm going to do right now is share my, before I share my screen, I'm going to do the disclaimer. Please bear in mind, I'm not a financial planner or advisor, I'm not an accountant or CPA, and do understand that you must do your due diligence and research before you make any financial decisions, and that all investments do carry risks, so make sure you understand that they do carry risk. Investments can go up as well as down, and do not invest more than you can afford to lose. So having said that, what I'm going to do is share my screen to go to the spreadsheet to update today's figures. So this is a spreadsheet I've been using, starting from, the mouse is not working properly, starting from the top, starting from January. So starting from February, 1st of February, end of January, 1st of February, it had reached 105,000, started from humble beginnings in May/June 2020 and reached 106,000. Then every day I'd continue to add, the figures of today, how the portfolio was growing. And in green, that means it was going forward on the next day, on the previous day rather. And when it was red, that means it went backwards on the previous day. So forward, backwards. And that's what we get. We get a lot of this, forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. So this is to do with the overall portfolio value. This is to do with just Bitcoin, how Bitcoin is performing. And this is to do with what we call altcoins. I'll explain that in a minute. So here we are today. So that was the end of the first month. We went through to March to April, and then we're now gone through April, and we're now in the beginning of May, the first few days of May. So today is the 2nd of May, so yeah, just the second day. So it's the 2nd of May, and the time is 15:43, similar to yesterday. And I take it from the asset summary page, which comes in from the live feed, going to one of the portfolio multipliers, and it gives me the results here. And so down's a little bit down. Here's a little bit lower than yesterday. I can see this portfolio consists of one whole Bitcoin, which is 56,828 at the moment. $56,000 rather, 828, and then the altcoin, which is 229,911 at the moment. This is the altcoin is really basically a selection of other cryptocurrencies apart from Bitcoin, and this is the overall value in dollars. And this is the same portfolio again, but put in pounds sterling or GBP, Great British Pounds. So I will go to take this figure here, and this is updated usually every 10 minutes or so through the live feed. So it was last updated 3:43, 2 minutes ago. So I'll take this figure here, which is 229.11.06, and I'll put it here. 229. My mouse is playing about here. What's that? 229.911, I think it was. 0.16. Let's see. No, 06. 229.911.06. Let's correct that, 06. 229,911. 6. And so if I bring that down here, that is so okay, that's still a plus from yesterday. We'll come over here at the total overall figure is 286,739. 286,739.34. 286,739.84. I think it was. Let's try again. Oh, 34. 286,739.34. 34. Okay, so that is a slightly under yesterday's. I mean, it could easily change in the next as we're even speaking, but put a color that is red. And Bitcoin was probably below yesterday, so yeah. So if Bitcoin fell, that's what kind of caused that this year. But the oil coin didn't quite fall as much. It still fell compared to yesterday, but not as much. So, okay, that's all for the figures of the day. And I will get rid of that. So, what I want to talk to you about is, actually, I have to share my screen again. There's two parts to this what I'm doing. There's two parts to it, and one part is the investment strategy. The other part is the mindset strategy. The mindset strategy is so important. A lot of people don't understand how it works, but nobody can escape it. As long as you're human, you operate under that law, and that law it goes by different names, different eras, different places, but. Let's just share my screen here. You obviously know it by click on this. You know it by I think you remember we talked about a few videos ago. I talked about who are you, and who you are is that whatever you are exposed to becomes you. Okay, and that's a phrase that I coined together. Whatever you're exposed to becomes you. But really what we're talking about is how the law of attraction works. That's how it works, okay? And the law of attraction, works, like I said, it's basically based on what you focus on expands. That's, in a nutshell, it's another way to say it. What you actually focus on expands. And what I find is a lot of teachers and gurus kind of like gloss over these terms, and they sound really nice and cool and abstract. And unfortunately, the beginner doesn't even know what they mean, and because they're not really delved into deeper. Okay, so it's not just what you focus on, expand. To be more clear, it's what you focus on repeatedly expands. Okay, so the first statement is true. What you focus on expands, but you might say, well, I focus on this, I focus on that. It didn't. Yeah, it's what you focus on repeatedly, which expands, right? And so when we're talking about what you focus on, you might say, what you focus on what you see. When we say what you focus on, so the things that you see, that you look at, that you visualize, things that you see, whether it's in your mind's eye or externally in the external world, what you see repeatedly, okay, expands in your life, becomes part of your life. So if you see a lot of lovely, not a lot of horrible things, if you see that repeatedly, then that's the kind of life you'll get accustomed to living. Okay, and life won't even be normal to you if some horrible things are not happening. But if you focus on the good things, then you'll start to see more of that, more of the same. But it's not just what you see. This is the very most powerful one, the seeing. But also, when you focus on what you say. So when you say what you focus on what you say, your tone, how you come across, the kind of words you use and choose. Are they doubtful words, negative, skeptical words, words of impossibility, doubt, or are they words of possibility? You know, are you a person of possibility thinking or possibility blindness? Oh, I don't think that will happen. I don't think that will work. I don't think that will ever come. I don't think you'll be able to choose. I don't think I can do that. Are you that kind of person? Half glass, half empty person? Or are you the other person that says, I can absolutely achieve it. I can achieve anything I want you to do. You know, I always achieve my goals. I'm successful in everything I do. So if you focus on, if you focus on speaking possibility thinking kind of chat, you'll get more of your life, more of that in your life. If you focus on more possibility blindness talk, or self-talk, shall I say, you'll get more of that in your life. And the last one here is focus on what you feel. When you say what you focus on how you're feeling. Are you feeling scared, intimidated, fear? Based on fear? Do you live your life based on fear, based on uncertainty? Again, that when you focus on that kind of feeling, those type of thoughts, those category of thoughts, it changes the way you feel. You know, changes the way what the kind of words that come out of your mouth, and also changes what you see around you. You see nothing but weakness and bad times, hard times, and so on. And they make you feel insecure, they make you feel weak, they make you feel afraid, they make you feel. If you have that kind of feeling, the vibration around you will only attract more of the same. So, and what really goes on in your mind is that you're working with something known as your reticular activating system. You might say your reticular what? Your RAS for short. But your reticular activating system is a part in your brain, in your mind, that works with these type of feelings. That really, the law of attraction actually works with with that part of your brain. And again, it's whatever you focus on. Basically, whatever you focus on, and this is, you drive energy to. And when you drive energy to that, to what you are focusing on, then you bring it to life. Okay, because nothing can be brought to life unless you provide it with energy. You understand? So energy follows focus. You see what I mean? So when you focus on something, then your energy flows towards it, then it starts to materialize. Okay, or manifest is one of these words that people love to use. Buzzwords a lot of people use, and don't even know what they're saying when they're saying it. But these things start to manifest. So your reticular activating system, you can control it, and by what you focus on, and it will start to see it everywhere. For example, if you focus on how can I get $5,000, or how can I get £5,000? If you could focus on that, after a while, you'll start to see opportunities around you that can present themselves, that can lead you towards the possibility of earning 5,000, or getting 5,000, or receiving 5,000, or loaning 5,000, whatever it is, or raising 5,000. You understand? Or getting other people to contribute 5,000, or getting 10 people to contribute 500. Whatever, you will start to see possibilities. But if you focus on lack of money, I haven't got this, I haven't got this, I haven't got this, I haven't got that, I haven't got this, you will not even see those 10 people. You will not even see the opportunities for the 5,000. You won't see it because your reticular activating system is not focused on that. It's not been, shall we say, activated to focus on that solution, that thing. It's the same thing, and it works all the time in all different ways. You may see it when you, for example, focus on a car. Maybe if you decide, I'm going to buy this particular car, and when you go outside, you see that car all over the place. Well, the amount of that particular model of car has not increased in society. It's the same number that was roughly that was out there yesterday, just that now you're focused on that and you see it everywhere. You see what I mean? Sometimes, people might be thinking, oh, I want to get married. And so all they'll start seeing is weddings everywhere, and wedding magazines and wedding brochures and wedding companies and wedding vans and wedding programs. They'll start to see these television programs all over the place. Yet the number of weddings didn't really change. It's because of what they're focused on. You see what I mean? So it applies to different types of things, everyday things in our life. You might think you want to have a child, or you want to become a parent, and all you'll see is pregnant women everywhere, and babies and baby exhibitions and children's gadgets and baby clothes. And you'll start seeing that because that is what you're focused on. You see, and yet the amount of baby clothes and baby exhibitions and baby fairs and baby shops and products didn't really increase in the last 24 hours. It's just that what is your focus is on. But all of a sudden you're seeing everywhere. You see what I mean? So the same case, if you focus on being wealthy, prosperity, wealth and prosperity, and having abundance of money, you'll see an abundance of opportunity. You'll see abundance of money, abundance of opportunity everywhere. You see what I mean? And at the same time, if you focus on poverty, you will see poverty everywhere. You see, so yet the ratio of poverty and wealth didn't really change over the last 24 hours. You see what I mean? But again, that's what I'm saying, as I said in the last thing, what you focus on, okay, expands. What you focus on repeatedly expands. What you focus on, what you see, say, and feel, okay? And, the reticular activator, you can deliberately program your reticular activated system to lock your attention on the things that you really do want in life. That's the thing. You can deliver. It's not just luck or fate or coincidence. You can deliberately program. You can choose to program it, or you can choose not to program it and let it be programmed by default by what society throws at you through the news and the television and the newspaper, media, and so on. You can let other people program your reticular activating system, or you can take control and program it. It's totally up to you, but it's always being programmed. It's going to be programmed by something. So you need to decide if you want to, get things that you really want in your life. It's only going to happen if you deliberately program your reticular activating system. You understand? That's the only way it's going to happen. If you want to get get control of your life, is you'll be able to. That's how you'll be able to control your reticular activating system by controlling what you focus on. Okay, what you focus, being more specifically, what you focus on repeatedly. I don't say what you focus on for 5 minutes and okay, I'm done. No, what you focus on repeatedly. Okay, focus on what you see, and what you say, and how you feel. Okay, and if you focus on these things repeatedly, you will start to control your program, your reticular activated system, which is how the law of attraction works. Okay, so in order for you to do that, I've put together a very simple course program that you can start doing that straight away and work on it. Yes, you've got to work on it. You've got to work on it. You've got to work on it. You've got to work on it repeatedly. There's no shortcut. But the sooner you get started, the sooner it will be reprogrammed. Okay, and if you're looking, like I said, if you want to train, this whole purpose of developing a portfolio, an investment strategy, to develop abundance of wealth. But to develop abundance of wealth, you've got to have the other part. You've got to have a wealth and prosperity mindset. So I've, created a program here. I'm just going to go to the site, show you how you can get here. IamWealthyandRich.com, IamWealthyandRich.com. That's it. That's the word. I am wealthy and rich. And you need to be saying that to yourself all the time. How to understand the game of money and play it well. That's what I'm focused on. I am wealthy and rich, and I understand the game of money and I play it well. Okay. And you come down here and go to this form, and what you want to do is get your millionaire mindset and investment strategy free. Now, filling the short form will send you that straight away, and then apply. I use some free resources plus a special video which I created that shows you how I combine these free resources and use them to program my reticulator activator system, and how it's worked for me. And it has definitely worked for me over the last 12 months. I'm telling you that now. So it will definitely work for you, but it won't work for you if you don't apply it. So apply it, get access immediately and apply it. And then if you want more advanced training on the altcoin strategy, you can apply for one of our webinars, and we can get you on that as well and give you more information on that. So that's how you start to check. That's how the law of attraction works. Okay, law of attraction is not a buzzword. It's a scientific process. It's a scientific mental process and application. But anyway, you've got to apply it. Okay, it's not just theory. So you apply it in your life and you will get results. But what I want to do is thank you very much for watching this video. I want to ask you to please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, and so that YouTube can get this video out to more people. And I wish you a wonderful and fantastic day. Thanks very much for watching. I shall see you in the next video. Henry Smith from IamWealthyandRich.com signing out. I understand the game of money and play it well, and so you too, my friend, will understand the game of money and play it well.